AFGE Local 1040 members. This is Johnny Jones, your AFGE Council 100 Secretary Treasurer and your local AFGE Local 1040 President. Coming to you from Jaguar Studios here on this Thanksgiving weekend. We have a lot to be thankful for after the 50-day shutdown. We finally, hopefully, got paid. And I know that that's been on a lot of people's minds. I know some people literally just got paid on Monday. So this has been a very challenging times. And hopefully we don't have to deal with this again in February. So I want to make sure everybody knows that the government is funded until January 31st. Hopefully they come to a solution so we don't find ourselves in the same position as we did during the previous shutdown. As you're aware, the union is not political. We are only concerned with federal employees, their benefits and pay, your health care, your retirement, and other federal benefits that you're entitled to, including having top-notch representation whenever you are called into the office. So with that, we're going to start with the AWOLs. If you're at DFW, Love Field, or any of the spoke airports, if you were given an AWOL during the government shutdown, please reach out to your local 1040 representative, and we will definitely do our best to get that fixed. And if we need to, we will file a grievance. Also, we want to talk about the upcoming annual leave bids at all the airports. Please make sure you fill out your proxy. And if you're not going to fill out a proxy, get on the eBid sites 15 to 20 minutes before your allotted time. So that way you can be in the queue and know that you're not going to be late. You need to prepare, because if you miss your annual leave bid time, there is no makeup provisions. It will then go on to first come, first serve. It is so important that you plan and take the time to execute for your annual leave bid, because there is no seniority protection like there is in the shift bid. Also, if you're at one of the spoke airports, you will be having your you'll be having your shift bid coming up as well. So be on the lookout for these. And it will be a union representative in all of the bids that are coming up. So there will be a union rep present to make sure that it's done properly. But you also need to make sure and do your due diligence. And that includes filling out proxies and submitting the proxies if you decide to do so, which we encourage you to do. So that way, if something happens, something comes up, or you even forget, that you are covered and you have those proxy times in. Now, if you're one of the first people to bid, of course, you may not need to put as many proxies. But if you bid towards the back of the annual leave bid, please, if you need to, submit all 365 days on the proxies. Submit a couple of proxy forms if necessary. It is so important and vital that you do so. If I was a new employee and I wanted to make sure I got the days off, I would submit a proxy, because a lot of people will forget. And guess what? They're going to call us and be like, look, there's no way that we can get you in. So it is so important that you take your time to do so. I also want to talk about healthcare and open season. Right now, the open season is ongoing and live. You really need to check your health insurances. I'm going to have to make a change for the first time in 15 years, because the insurance that I have is no longer the same coverage. And not only that, what they're covering is going down. So I'm going to be looking at other health insurance for myself. So I encourage you to do the same for you and your family. I cannot tell you which one is best for you, because I don't know your each and every individual family. But I can tell you this: if you're young and you don't have a lot of things going on, you need to find one with the health savings plan where they put money in. If you're an older person and maybe have more health issues, you want to find a plan that's going to cover you in those issues. That's the reason I'm trying to explain to you. It's like so difficult for each and individual. There's 1,600 BUEs. There's probably 1,600 or more scenarios. The next thing I want to talk about is our lawsuit. The lawsuit is still going live, and we are making sure that we don't lose our contract, and we have union representation on the floor, so those lawsuits are continuing. Also, be on the lookout for the holiday party. We have it scheduled right now for December the 15th, which is a Monday, and it'll be at where we always have our union meetings, the East Buffet, on Monday the 15th. There will be a short membership meeting at the beginning of it. Once we have a quorum, we have a few things we're going to talk about, and just so that way we can also cover our membership meeting for the month of December. I just wanted to also say that be prepared for another government shutdown if it does. But one thing is, the holidays are coming, guys. If you're going to work, work. If you need to take off, take the time off. And if you haven't been able to if you haven't in a use or lose status, let your manager know that you're going to be in a use or lose status and start submitting for additional days off. but use shift trades, do other things to make sure that you're able to get the time off. Please take your time, do the right things, because right now management is executing AWOLs at an unbelievable rate. We don't want you to be in a situation where you're not being paid. So with that being said, happy Thanksgiving. On a positive note, happy Thanksgiving, happy Black Friday hunting. And if you guys know me, I love hunting my Pokemon cards. So with that, this is your AFGE Local 1040 President, Johnny Jones, signing out of Jaguar Studios and your Council 100 Secretary Treasurer. So be safe out there, and we'll see you out at the airports in the coming weeks. Be safe, and I'm signing out from Jaguar Studios. Be safe. Bye-bye, guys.